second, no score, 2 men aboard, 2 outs. Shane Spencer against Roy Halladay. Alex Gonzalez, great grab, no score. Top 3, Roger Clemens cruising. Just ask Dwayne Wise as Clemens gets the whiff. Clemens against Jose Cruz Jr. and getting the whiff. Clemens against former Yankee Homer Bush and getting the bush. Top 5, 2 men on, 2 outs. Clemens against Brad Fulmer. Clemens 7 innings, 1 earned, 8 Ks. Bottom 5, bases loaded, 2 outs. Paul O'Neill. Jose Cruz Jr. can't catch up with it. Jorge Posada, Shane Spencer, Scott Brosius score. Yankees up 3-0. They tack on a few more to win it by the final of the 7-1. This was the 249th win of Clemens' career. Good.
Nothing. Facing Einar Diaz and Pedro. Oh, busts him inside with a high fastball. He was not hit, though. Pedro says, what? Let's play on. 2 pitches later, Diaz goes down swinging, but Einar will not go quietly. Some words for Pedro on the way back. So we move to the top of the 8th. Charles Nagy's first pitch to Jose Offerman. That's in the ribs. What's up? Offerman fired up. The bench is clear. Now the Cleveland players taunted Pedro to come out, and he said Stars know when to make their entrance. After being taunted by Indian players again, Pedro says, now it's time. And then Joe Kerrigan says, don't do that, Pedro. Stay out of it. So first pitch from the first batter from Pedro to Robbie Alomar right in the tuchus. Watch Robbie thinking about it. He's going to pull a quick one on Jason Varitek. Jason Varitek is strong enough. Up to the challenge. Martinez was ejected from the game, as was manager Jimmy Williams, but not before 10 innings, 10 strikeouts, 7 innings, 3 walks. Bottom 9, Mark Whitten the tying one on third, but Alomar grounds to short, unable to bring him home, and thanks to Pedro, the Red Sox win 2-1, his 13th straight decision won, and he's won 11 of his last
Inning drama. Bottom of the 9th, Tigers down 3-1, 2 men aboard. Robert Fick. Little bloop double off Bill Seamus. Just fair. Brings in Damian Easley, Luis Polonia, and we're suddenly knotted at 3. Still bottom 9. Still tied at 3. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Juan Gonzalez. It's deep, but it's playable. Jeff Abbott brings it in. And we go into overtime. Bottom 12, tied at 3. Scott Eyre into pitch, and runner at second, Bobby Higginson. Brad Osmond scores, and no, it is not a walk-off single. It's just called a game-winning hit. How about that?
Touche.
White Sox still without their closer, Bobby Howry, who was suspended.
With a 1-0 lead in the second, Glenn Allen Hill has had better days. You are looking at one of 3 times Johnson would strike out Hill. Of course, who didn't get struck out by Randy in this game? Top of the 4th, bases loaded. Randy Johnson at the plate, right past Andrew Lorraine. Steve Finley and Bernard Gilkey score. 4-0 Diamondbacks. That Johnson guy's pretty good. Same score in the 7th. Cubs with the bases loaded with 2 outs for Shane Andrews. Randy Johnson this time dealing. Go away. Threat over. Johnson goes 7, 11 Ks, no runs, 5 hits, 2 walks. Bottom 9, Sammy Sosa facing the ageless Mike Morgan. That pitch looked a bit outside. It's called strike 3 by Bill Miller. Sosa says you are wrong, and Bill says you are gone. Ejected. Don Baylor dejected. D-backs win at 6-0. The winning score reflects Randy Johnson's season.
And 2 ducks on the pond for Barry Bonds. How do you make them leave? They're gone. Bonds drives in 2 more. Game tied at 2, bottom 5th, and here's Barry Bonds off Carl Pavano from Southington, Connecticut. Gone. 10th home run for Bonds in the month of April. 3-2 Giants. But in the top of the 9th with the game tied at 3, it's a sac fly by Rondell White, scoring Terry Jones. And the Giants could not equalize it in the bottom of the 9th. And for the first time under Dusty Baker, the Giants have a losing April. Montreal takes 2 of 3, winning it by the count of 4-3. Pavano pitched well, but Strickland gets the win in relief. Reds at the Pirates. Junior Griffey against Todd Ritchie, who at this point, Todd Lionel Ritchie looks like he could pitch against Junior all night long. Top of the 6th.
Ball strike 3.
Dancing on the ceiling is Ritchie, as Griffey is 0 for 3. Top of the 7th, Gene Lamont decides with a 2-0 lead, he's going to have Ritchie pitch again to Griffey, and say you, say me. It's Griffey this time with a 3-run shot. You hang in long enough, that's what happened. And the Reds, scoring often late, beat the Pirates 6-2 in a wraparound series that ends in Pittsburgh on Monday. So Griffey, his 7th home run of the season. Stros at Brewers, 23 walks with these two teams on Saturday. Shane Reynolds trying to go 5-0. Pitching to Jeff Jenkins. And the Brett Favre look-alike launches it. 3-run shot. Ties a Brewer record with 9 April home runs. Reynolds inside to Charlie Hayes, who's thinking about giving him the shaft. Nothing serious. See there? They all know that Stone Cold and The Rock are going to get together tonight. They just know it. Bottom of the ninth. Game tied at 3. Runners at first and second for Jeremy Burnett's off Doug Henry. And Rogers, Cedeno is fast, but he's not going to get it. Bounces off the warning track to score Marquise Grissom. And in a game in which they...
Cards and Phillies, Curt Schilling's debut for the season. Top second looks good, striking out Thomas Howard looking. Next batter, Craig Paquette chasing, and then Philly fans love this. J.D. Drew also had 2 singles, but he was struck out there. Top of the 4th, Cards up 1-0. Jim Edmonds abuses that Curt Schilling pitch, and apparently also the scoreboard. Doink! His 8th of the year, Cards up 2-0. Take another look. I think they need some maintenance work at the vet. And then Mark McGwire. You know, he has just 2 hits and 15 at-bats against Curt Schilling. Both of them homers. Deep to left, way out, upper deck, 8th of the year, 530th of his career. Cards win at 4-3. Schilling, 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. D. Snyder and Don Knotts trying the fish sticks. Bottom of the first, 2 outs, Angels leading 2-0. Orlando Palmeiro past Vinny Castilla. Mo Vaughn speeding around third. He stole a base this season. He scores. Angels go up 3-0. Meanwhile, Kent Bottenfield cruising. Jose Canseco looking. Vinny Castilla looking. Bottenfield with 9 on the day. And then it's all about Darren Erstad. Singles to center. You know you've got too many Major League records. When? That was his 48th hit in the month of April. A new Major League record. The Angels go on to win 5-2. Bottenfield just 2 runs on 5 hits. Troy Percival pitched the 9th for his 6th save. By the way, the Angels' Dacian Dixon placed on the 15-day DL with a strained left hip.
2 Minnesota for the Twins and A's, and that's Adam Pyatt. And it's gone. First Major League home run. 7-0 A's in the 5th. Bottom of the 8th. A's up 8-0. 1 out. Runners at the corners, and Tim Hudson on the mound. And Denny Hawken is coming home.
And got him, and now the throw to second, and the runner is safe. And a run.
Todd Walker avoids the tag. Hawken comes home and scores. Hudson picks up the victory, 8-2. The A's.
Top of the 8th, Rockies trailing 11-5. Bases loaded for Dennis Cook to Tom Goodwin. That's not coming back. Goodwin, fastball over the right field fence, but watch Jose Jimenez. Great catch in the bullpen. Goodwin's first career grand slam. The Rockies down 11-9. Top 9 now, Jose Jimenez pitching. Perhaps he should have stayed in the bullpen. Edgardo Alfonso singles to right. Matt Franco comes around to score. Fonzie, a big day, 4 for 5, 4 RBI. Mets up 13-9. They win 14-11. The Mets have won 11 of their last 14 games. In the 3-game set, Todd Zeile 8 of 15, 7.
Padres, Braves, and Tom Glavine on the hill. Bottom 3, 2 outs, 2 men aboard. Damian Jackson, and Glavine gets him to chase. He had 8 Ks. 7th inning, tied at 1, 2 men aboard. Sterling Hitchcock gives Glavine a taste of his own medicine. Still tied at 1. Still second and third. Now 2 outs, and it's former Padre Kilvio Veras facing Hitchcock. 10 Ks for Hitchcock. Tied at 1 after 7. In the 8th, 1 out, 2 men aboard. And Trinidad Hubbard has just left the building. 3-run homer. Braves win it by the count of 7-4. 13 wins in a row. Padres have lost all 6 games in which Sterling Hitchcock has started this season. He couldn't get the blame, even though no good. Bottom of the 1st against Alex Fernandez, and that is gone. 10th on the year. Dodgers up 1-0. Next batter is Sean Green.
With number 10, he was on base 3 times last night.
Gone. At the same spot as Sheffield. Green's got 4 on the year. Dodgers up 2-0. Green up in the 5th. Same result, different direction. Just about dead central. He's got 5 on the year. Green and the Dodger Blue go on to win it by the final of 7-1. The Dodgers who are paying Sean Green and Kevin Brown a combined $189 million.
for his 3,000th hit. Top of the sixth, David Segui. It's one past Will Clark into right field. Pudge scores. Segui was in with a double, 4-3 Tejas. Top of the ninth, Pudge at the plate, one man on, in the full upright and locked position. His second home run of the day over the left field fence, a two-run job, his ninth of the year. So, of course, on Cal Ripken Day, the Orioles lose 8-4. Nobody happier about the end of April than Texas. They finally snap a 4-game losing streak, getting at least one hit from every starter. Only their third win in 13 games. For the month of April, they went 9-15.
To Kansas City, the Royals and the Mariners, bottom of the fifth, tied at 2 outs. Runner at third. Mike Sweeney lays down the bunt. Carlos Guillen can't barehanded. Johnny Damon scores. Sweeney gets a base knock. Royals up 3-2. They led 4-2 in the sixth. Then the rains came. Play resumed after a 50-minute rain delay. Edgar Martinez has just cut the lead to 1. His 5th home run of the season. Bottom of the 8th, still 4-3. Sweeney at second. Joe Randa. It's gone. 5th on the season. Royals win it by the count of 6-3. Jermaine Dye closed out the month of April in record-setting style. 11 homers, 28 RBIs, team records for the month. His slugging percentage, .847. Despite the loss, the Mariners ended with a winning record in April for just the 7th time in team.